Come in. This is Trailer Talk. I am your host, Sabrina Artel. I'm in my 1965 Beeline trailer.
Malcolm X!
I just want to thank you.
My third time and I'm coming back. Good. Come back. Come back to the trailer.
Thank you.
And your trailer looks perfect here on the Delaware. There's eagles overhead.
Come on in, Reverend Billy. Welcome.
Sabrina.
All of the church
Come on in.
stop shopping. Hold on, don't open that door.
Hi, come in. It's Mark Crispin Miller. Thank you for joining us. Would you like to sit next to me and we can share a microphone? Great. Well, oh yes, help yourself to a cookie. You want? Sure. Hot chocolate, water. Okay. But it is being heard outside.
Well, my question to you is, we're having this conversation, and it all makes sense, and I feel very strongly about these things as well, but to somebody who says, well, where do you get this information? Of course you're going to say that.
Yeah.
How do you respond to that in a kind of way that possibly they might be able to listen?
Well, for one thing, I think it's a mistake for people who take a critical view to represent themselves primarily as on the left. I think the time has come where it's really more appropriate for us to claim the noblest heritage of Republican democracy. We can take the high ground and claim that the ideals in our founding documents, the ideals installed by Jefferson and Madison and those people, are our ideals. No one on the right has any grounds whatsoever for calling us unpatriotic. I actually know a fair number of Republicans, some conservatives, who are real conservatives, not just rightist extremists, who are as troubled by what's going on as any of us.
Well, so how does one then get beyond an idea of party? Because really we are talking about human rights issues, we're talking about the environment, we are talking about really everything that enables a world to continue across the board. So how do you then have that conversation which goes beyond what party you belong to, who you voted for? Because at this point it seems really there are more important things to talk about.
Well, at the moment, we should be in a survival mode.
Please come into the trailer. I would love to speak with you. Hi, welcome. Come on in. Hi, come on in. Thanks. You can have seen his college program, the work for a year, first year free college. So please come on in. Hi. You're welcome to come on into the other side. The door is on the sidewalk side of the trailer. So please come on in. Hi. Should have a part of, and I think that he sees that that's the way it is, and is committing them in. Okay. Thank you.
And then I just want to say this is phenomenal that you bring a trailer and just, bypass all of the bureaucratic whatever it would take to get things on the air.
Because you're shown this one kind of shot, you're shown how it does its work. So it has the effect of sensitizing you to a system of conventions that otherwise devotes itself to being invisible. And so it makes you more critical of how narrative films work.
Morgan, thank you so much, and feel free to come back into the trailer. I'm here for the rest of the night. I just know that there's some people waiting to come in, but you're welcome.
It's been fun.
And thank you very much. And very nice suit, by the way.
Thank you so much.
Very nice.
Thank you. Okay, my homies are coming in.
Okay, come on in, Kathy Opie's coming in the trailer.
And Siobhan Little and Julie Burley.
Hi.
And Annie Smith.
Hi.
And we're going this way. We're going to the bathroom.
What I'd like to do right now, since this is now your second time being in the biennial, and that was 10 years ago, right?
Almost
9,
10.
so almost 10. So maybe we could talk a moment about the work then and the work now.
Yeah, that's probably everybody's big question.
Well, you know, in the sense of, because the show too is about looking back and moving into the future and kind of all of this really collectiveness and community.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so,
no, it's still about community.
That work was, would you say, I mean, that was biographical and coming directly from your own life in a direct way?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely it was. And, it was a different time, too. I mean, it's weird because it's so funny to think about it because we're in the same time now in a bizarre way politically. It's like
you think it's worse?
Well, it's worse. No, he's worse actually than Bush Senior. But who thought that we'd go back there?
Yeah.
And so it's really interesting to think about that time and that after basically the '95 biennial and then what happened with the elections and that the fact that we had 8 years of democracy as democratic as one can get in the White House with Clinton. But you think it's much quieter now? I mean, think about what was happening politically, and even though what has gone on in this country, in the past few years, as far as how politically driven the queer community was at that time period from, the late 80s to the mid 90s, basically. And it's very interesting because I think we're very, very quiet now in a certain way, and it's a curious thing. But we should get going.
I know, have
and
fun.
I thank you very much.
Thank you,
and
Kathy.
your trailer
Thank you,
is beautiful.
Siobhan.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you all for
Night.
coming.
This is something that's deeply important to me, so to put it back to you in personal terms, what do you want to see change in this country?
Well, I think I share the desire of a lot of Americans to see an America that's a beacon to the world. When I grew up, I came of age in the era of President John F. Kennedy. And at that time, there were people living in third world countries who had a picture of an American president on the wall in a small hut. Never been so low.
The Mardi Gras Firemen's Parade in Liberty, New York. Come on in.
Come on in.
Come on in.
However many.
How many of you are in this trailer?
76 years of volunteer fire department parades.
Oh, that's incredible. It's quite a long time.
And it's an honor for never saying Grangeville and Clairville, that was 77. Erin back there is one of our few and far between female firefighters, and she's fantastic, man.
Well, Sharon, I want to hear from you. Can we back to you? What led you to join the volunteer fire department?
Basically, I had finished with family and education and wanted to serve my community, and I'm fit and able, and I thought the fire department was a place where I could really contribute to the community, both in a social way and in an emergency response type of manner. So I have a lot of fun. I'm a climber. They stuff me in the holes. I'm small.
Climber. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for coming in. You're welcome.
Thank you.